He's alive! Oh my god. Hey all, Luminaire. Sorry, I must have had a blah moment for a few weeks and just totally forgot I had a YouTube channel. Not the case. Oh man. I am so sorry that I have been neglecting this. Totally not entirely my choice. Lots of stuff has been happening, which I'll be happy to update you with momentarily. However, as a means of saying I am sorry, we're gonna do a double header, bringing you finally my ass kicking of Asagi, which she very much deserves. If you want to see the intro and you haven't for whatever reason, go watch my failure video, which was the last installment in this series. However, I'm noticing that I really need to lower their levels. I did not. As soon as I look, yeah, level 6,000. No, that should be 2,000 or 1,500. One of the two. Point is, it's too high, so I need to exit and reset those levels. My bad. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna finally beat Asagi, and I'm also gonna throw in Pringer X. Why not? Shouldn't be that long. So I'll take care of that. So, what the fuck have you been doing, Luminaire? Good question. I'll be happy to tell you. So when last we left off, my last installment in Disgaea 4 was, yeah, about 3 weeks ago. So that's been quite a while. Well, for one, Christmas, yay! New Year's, yay! Holiday work, ooh. And MagFest, actually, which, if you don't know, stands for Music and Gaming Festival, which takes place every year. This year was in Gaylord Snicker International International Hotel in Maryland, right by DC, which was really awesome. I went with a lot of my friends, saw a lot of guys from that have online segments, like mainly a lot of guys from thatguywiththeglasses.com. James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd, was there. You know, lots of cool guys, and basically just wandered around the hotel convention center and played games with strangers, had some drinks with my friends, play video games, DDR, Modern Warfare 3, Marvel vs. Capcom, you know, the good stuff. A lot of fun. Oh yeah, look at that damage. Alright. So you haven't noticed I've done some huge power leveling. I've been abusing Cave Mount Ordeals 4 along with item duplication. So I used a lot of statisticians to level up really fast, and I went through the item world a lot. You know, same as always. It's just how much time between that and the video, I couldn't tell you. I don't remember. But yeah, Christmas. Got myself some a new PlayStation 3. Thank you very much, Santa. And however, I still have a hard drive on the side with the data just sitting there. I can't transfer it. What has to be done is I need somebody else with an old fat model, because in those models the hard drive is on the side, and you can exchange them, but that's not the case in the slim. So now that I finally have one, I can't play any of my old PlayStation 3 or 2 games. Awesome. It's just locked away on this disc. What I tried to do was, the one friend I have that has an old model, he brought it over, we swapped out the hard drive, and it said, want to reformat your hard drive? I'm like, fuck no. No, I do not. So I was like, what the hell? It's like, it prompts you automatically to reformat the hard drive whenever you try to swap it. That's not fair. So I look into it, and it's like, apparently there's some kind of trick where you have to put the system into some kind of standby mode, which I didn't even know existed. And then when you prompt for a firmware update, you can swap the hard drives, reset it, and the PS3 will assume that that was the hard drive originally. However, my friend did not want to try this method with his PlayStation 3, did not want to risk it, and so I'm stuck. I have no more means. The last thing I can do is really call Sony, which I haven't gotten to yet, explain the situation, and see if they can do it, because this is apparently a tricky business. I would like some way for someone to get me this data onto my new PS3. But if that ends up not being the case, then I have to start new, basically, and that means I will not be able to get any new Disgaea 4 footage. I will not be able to get the DLC unless, you know, I beat the game again and from scratch, and I just don't have the willingness or time to play this whole game again to get all that stuff. I mean, I put well over like 140 hours into it already. I can't start from scratch and try to get back up to this area. It's just too freaking time consuming. So I really apologize if you're looking forward to some of it. The last video you'll probably see me upload is when I defeat Zeta, and I think I beat Pringer X Poison. I think I recorded that. I wanted to do a DLC exhibition video, but that's just not in the cards. I apologize. I would certainly like to be able to keep my data and make that video for you guys, but that is just not the case. So there's only going to be a few more installments in Disgaea 4, and then it will be over. On an aside, as for the Twilight Princess, Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword Let's Play, which I have not done in about a month, that will be discontinued. I'm sorry if you watched and you enjoyed it, but to be brutally honest, I am not enjoying the game. Not that much. I haven't touched it in weeks. What I have been playing is LA Noire with my friend. That game is awesome. That's something I wish I had started to Let's Play instead. Although not really, because, you know, I'm just too engrossed in that game. It's maybe my taste in games are changing. I'm getting older. But Zelda, it's just a little bit too behind the times, in my opinion, and I'm just not utterly enthralled or engrossed with it like I was with the older games. So, I don't want to have to force myself to do a Let's Play and then make you guys watch that. Who wants to see that? A Let's Play should be first and foremost enjoyable. Also preferably informative, because I think I do better informative Let's Plays. There are some options. Coming up, Final Fantasy 13-2 comes out in the end of the month. Debating if I should do that. RPGs are lengthy, but I did pretty well with Disgaea 4. 13's a mixed bag. A lot of people don't really like it. I happen to actually quite enjoy FF13. Oh, I made short work of Asagi. Alright, let's continue this discussion after they had their spiel.
So what do you say, Asagi? Do you understand who the main character of this universe is now?
Fine, I get it. It seems like there's no place for me in this dimension either. I just wanted a place for myself. I was jealous of you guys for having a place that you can call your own. See ya. Sorry for all the trouble.
In that case, you can join my party.
Lord Val?
If you're jealous, if you want your own place, then stay with us.
But
That's a great idea! Becoming the main character isn't the only path to happiness.
But I only created a mess for you.
Well, it was a bit troublesome at times, but I rather enjoyed it.
Thank you so much!
accepting even a character like this one. Of course, the size of Lord Val's heart is immeasurable.
Well, now that you've become our ally, you're going to have to pay for all the trouble you've caused.
Huh?
Usually, I turn you into a Prinny, but I have no Prinny hide that would fit such a unique individual as yourself. So, I'll make you a special deal. How about making you my Prinny instructor in training? I'll make you pay for all the confusion you brought upon this world by engraving the deepest traumas onto your soul.
Aww. Man, looks like that guy took all the glory in the end, Prince.
I don't mind letting him have it, for now. There should be a major role planned for me in the future. There better be.
Me too! I want more screen time! I want to rampage around town with great Flonzor X! Rampage? Where's the love, Lady Flan? I want to do more volunteer work. What do you say, guys? Ready for a fundraiser?
Wait, what about me? I think we should go ahead and start the Great President Axel's Dark Hero Show!
Deska wants to take over Earth with Big Sis. No thanks. I want a cuter dream.
Your "this is just my dream" thing is getting a bit old, you know?
What? But this is my dream. I am so not dead.
These hopeless idiots. They've completely ruined Lord Valvatoris' grand finale.
Don't fret over it. This is just how they are.
That foolish, generous heart. As expected of you, Lord Valvatores.
Let's forget the formalities. Tonight, we're going to have a party to celebrate our success once again in saving the universe.
This is how the abnormal phenomenon, which may possibly become known as Makai Wars, Temp, years later, ended, as it engraved the accomplishments of Tyrant Valvatores and the name of an unfortunate woman forever into the history of the Netherworld.
So yeah, Final Fantasy 13. That's what I was talking about. A lot of mixed reactions, mostly negative from a lot of fans. I thought the game was fun, and I liked a lot of the characters. So yeah, it's not what I originally expected from current gen Final Fantasy game to be, but I still had fun. Fun enough to play through it twice. So am I looking forward to 13 too? Not particularly. Not what I've heard. I mean, very minimal lightning for whatever reason. Sarah and some guy Noel, I think is his name, and monsters. Well, as long as the fighting is good, which is mainly what I care about, I can get behind that. So I think I can make that interesting. I'm debating whether or not to do it, but at the same time, I could probably do it better than a lot of the other guys on the net. Ha ha ha, Luminaire, you're full of yourself. So, we'll see how that goes. As for Let's Plays, but I'm probably going to try to do less Let's Plays. And I'm trying to make my own specific content. As you saw, some of you may have seen, hopefully all of you have seen, my anime music video that I made. That was a lot of trials and tribulations and a big learning curve, but overall, I'm pretty happy with the results. For a first AMV, I think it's pretty good. For an AMV that, now that it's done, I could easily see the parts that I would have changed. Mainly the first half, where it's just random kind of goofy clips and I put effects for no reason. That was just me trying to fill time. I have to admit. And it came out kind of unfocused, which is some of the criticisms I'm getting. However, I really just wanted to focus on learning new skills and my syncing and editing. That's what I was mainly focused on. And if you consider that part for the second half of the video, where it's more sync heavy, I think that part I'm proud of. That's the part most people seem to like, and that's the part I can get behind. If I could redo it, I would redo parts of the first half.
Are you ready?
And make it a bit more focused. Someone had the neat idea of saying if you stuck mainly to just drama and action scenes, it could have been a lot better. And while I don't disagree, the show itself probably did not have enough of those clips to survive the whole video. So, I mean, like the title says, frenetic. It's a frenzied and kinetic, which is how I like to think the word means. Video, which is like the series. If you've seen the series, there's drama, there's action, there's goofy comedy, there's lots of random goofiness. It's the show's all over the place, and my video is kind of like that. So, I think it's all right. I plan to do more, and I plan to do better. Let's keep it at that. And let's see. Let's see. Also, outside of the PlayStation 3, I also have a new Xbox 360. Why a new one? Well, because my old one started to die again. That X-clamp replacement only lasted a few months. I'm like, great. So I was like, now I actually might end up losing all my 360 data. However, fret not, for I actually got a really good deal out of this. I have one of the new Slims, and it just so happens that in the New Year's, after Christmas, GameStop was hosting a special deal where if you traded in your old Xbox 360 and it was working condition, you'll get $100 towards this 250 gigabyte Slim bundle, which also comes with Halo Reach and Fable 3, two games I don't have. In addition to getting a $75 gift card to the store itself. So, I did what's called the hot towel trick, and that's basically wrapping up your 360 in towels, letting the heat reflow the motherboard for you, and then when it's done, and then it should work for like another week or so. And it was working after I did that. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take it to the store. If it's still working, I'm gonna sell it to them, and I'll get a brand new 360 for I mean, normal price is $300, but if you discount the price of the games, the gift card, and the trading value, I essentially got a 250 gigabyte 360 for like $70. Cha-ching! I'll take it. And it worked. It worked in store. I sold that, my old controller, and they even gave me back my hard drive, which I don't know why they didn't want it, but okay. It had a 20 gigabyte hard drive, so I hold on to that too. I backed it up beforehand onto an external hard drive and formatted it, but for whatever reason the 360 wouldn't read it. So thank God I was able to keep my hard drive, and I had to buy some specific proprietary cable to transfer my data onto the 360. And, you know, it's only $20, so okay. You know, no big loss. That's how much I sold the old wireless adapter to be able to use the internet on the old 360. So, it ended up working out. So, all my data is on my new Slim. All my achievements and, you know, profile information transferred over. My profile information transferred over my PlayStation 3 as well. And I have my trophy data. I just don't have my save data. But I can download all the games I bought off the PSN network for free. Again, since it was on my account and I paid for them already. So at least there's that. Yeah, the dad is gone. I need to look into that. Someone wants to throw me a solid and send me their 60GB PlayStation 3. I will be so happy. Not counting on that, though. So, Luminaire, what lays for you in the future? Well, I'm finally going to get around to finishing the Disgaea 4 as much as I already have. Again, really sorry I'm not going to be able to do the DLC and some other features. Afterwards, really debating on what game I'm going to Let's Play after this. I don't even know if I want to do Final Fantasy 13 too. It just sounds convenient. Soul Calibur 5 also comes out. But I like making those exhibition videos. In fact, I'm gonna be making my next video is going to be another exhibition video from a game that came out recently, and it's going to look pretty similar to my Disgaea attack videos. So, I'll let you see what it is. It'll be a little surprise. It'll probably be done in 2-3 days. And meanwhile, I'll still throw out the Disgaea 4 videos as well. I want to get back into this. Because honestly, I have more time now since I believe my seasonal hiring with Best Buy is coming to a close. Considering I'm not working this week. So, I have more free time. So, good for you guys. Not necessarily for me. I have to go back to the old job hunt grind. But, I have a lot more Premiere experience at least. So, maybe I can get a job doing something like that. We'll see. Still want to do Vanquish. Beautiful Joe, I think I could do a real good one of. And I also have Batman Arkham City. But you can get kind of lost in that game, I think. I really enjoy the first Arkham Asylum, so I think I'll enjoy Arkham City. I also got a surround sound in my basement now, so hooked up to my TV, so I don't need to use my headphones anymore. I can surround myself in 5.1 goodness, and it even has a few equalizers and stuff. Like it has special separation settings for if you're listening to music or sports or drama movies, action movies, video games. It's really cool. I got a pretty good deal on it. So, list what you got for Christmas in the comments. Also, if you did not watch my AMV, go watch it. You'll like it. And I like the views. Ooh, Pringer X.
Hey, is that...
What? Do you know that Prinny or something?
Yes. He's not the kind of Prinny you know. He is Pringer X. He's the arch enemy of Great Flanzor X, according to Lady Flan.
So what? Is he a robot too?
Now that you mention it, Dusko senses something different emanating from him when compared to normal Prinnies.
We must discipline this crass robot for strutting around in front of Lord Val like this.
So what are we gonna do?
It doesn't matter if this thing is a robot or not. As long as it's in the form of a Prinny, it must follow the Prinny rules. Prinny rule number 1. You shall always include the word dude in every line you say.
Yeah, good luck with that, Val. This Prinny doesn't speak. Oh yeah, look at that health. Level 3000. And now we get into a whole new tricky business. Theft. Stealing, really. See that legendary Prinny suit? He's the only character in the game that has it. So, it's the only hopes of getting one. So, I have to steal it from him and then kill him. I mean, it does lower his stats a bit, but a powerful robot created for unknown reasons. It's a masterpiece, really. Nullify the first damage received every turn. Annoying. That means you really have to attack him with a weak character just to nullify the damage. Null. And then hope you get as good a combo as possible. So, not much space to maneuver around in this stage, as you can see. And I think I'm just going to do like a little... Yeah, I'm seeing what my chances of stealing are, and fortunately they're 50%, which is as high as it can get. The rarity for this Prinny suit is 5, and I'm debating whether or not I want to steal it, because typically, at this stage in the game, you want the rarity of your equipment to match. Because when the rarity matches, you actually get a 10% equipment bonus for each rarity. So when you have 2 equipment that each have the same rarity, you get a plus 10% equipment bonus. If you have 2, then it becomes plus 20%, and if all your equipment matches, you get a 30% equipment bonus, which is huge at this stage. So, if you're obsessive-compulsive, and you're going to want... Most characters insist on getting rarity 0. For legendary items, have rarity between 0 and 7. So that means you have a 1 in 8 chance of getting the rarity you want. And this, I think that, yeah, rarity 6. And I'm like, also has a Satan Force, which is the 2nd highest monster weapon in the game. Yeah, so I'm resetting a lot to try to get the proper rarity I want. I should probably cut this out. I'm not going to, though. You have to endure it. Although I don't reset a whole lot. I think I get pretty lucky in resets. The later levels, though, like Zeta and Pringer X Poison, they have a bunch of stuff you probably want to try to steal. And I'll get into that later. But yeah, 1 in 8 chance, and you probably want rarity 0, although it can be any of 1 as long as you make the other equipment match. But rarity 0 because when you magic change... There we go, rarity 0. I got lucky. And I got it. So I'm like, yay. Well, let's kill him. So that didn't take that long. But yeah, if it's rarity, when you magic change, the magic change weapon is a rarity 0. So if you want to keep an equipment bonus, 0 is probably the rarity you want. So that means the ultimate weapon in each category, and all trapezohedrons, and any Barefoot X or anything else like that should be rarity 0 for the equipment bonus. And now let's just combo this mofo into oblivion. Did kind of want to see his attacks though, but I know there's a future Pringer too. That'll take care of that. I think this is one of the first time that I actually, after Axel, that I can beat the next guy without having to grind further. See, that wasn't even that bad. But look how much damage I'm doing as opposed to him. He did like 3,000, and I did over 100,000. And now he starts doing normal damage, so I'm just going to attack the mofo. Oh yeah, this is my good cat. These are the 2 monsters I've been magic changing in the fists. So they've been leveling up about as much as Valvatore's and my other characters have. I think I taught Valvatore's Big Bang specifically so that he could level up faster. Alright. Remind me, game, how this combo goes. I think it goes pretty well. Man, even Artina's doing some damage. Ah! 354,000. I don't remember what his HP was. Wow, what did I do with Natalia? Come on, Arcweed. There we go. 2.5 million. Now the combos start.
Not bad.
Actually, that might do it. Awesome. Not a problem at all. Alright guys, thanks for watching. It's good to be back. I'll see you in future videos. Take care.
Victory! Now, Prinny rule number 1. You shall always include the word dude in every line you say.
No answer?
Prinny rule number 1. You shall always include the word dude in every line you say.
It's a robot. It probably can't even talk.
Prinny rule number 1. You shall always include the word dude in every line you say.
This is stupid. I'm out of here.
Disco too. Good luck, Mr. Vampire.
An hour later...
Prinny rule number 1. You shall always include the word dude in every line you say. Prinny rule number 1. You shall always include the word dude in every line you say.
This exchange is said to have continued for another 10 hours.